We are about to talk to the world's strongest disabled man. We've spoken to Matt Panda Smythe before now. He had previously been England's strongest disabled man, but he was at this big thing over the weekend. We were following his progress on social media. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Steve, mate. How are you?
I am very well. I think congratulations are in order, aren't they?
Thank you ever so much, man. Thank you ever so much indeed.
The world's strongest disabled man. Talk me through what happened over the weekend, because last I heard it was the end of day one and you were kind of close to tears.
Yeah, mate, there were a lot of tears on the weekend. Event one, I came third in. It was one of my weakest events. I say weakest, I still came, third and third in a weak event. Second event was a axle overhead shoulder press. I won that by 25 kilo. It's my favorite event. Event three was a sled drag. I've not been beaten on sled drag in years now. So end of day one, I was buzzing.
Yeah.
Day two, we had a deadlift where I believe we went up to about 800 kilo deadlift. And I think I managed 5 or 6 reps of 800 kilo. Got me a second place in there, and then an Atlas stone run where I won by 20 seconds on a 155 kilo stone.
I'm exhausted just listening to it. I mean, for context here, I don't know how significant this is, but I think it's worth mentioning. You're a wheelchair user, right? And we spoke when you came in here previously about the times you've, I think, busted wheelchairs because of the weights you've been lifting.
Yeah, that's correct.
Did your wheelchair come out unscathed over the weekend?
So we were using professional grade string mount chairs.
Okay.
But we are at the very high end of their weight capacity, so I'm not convinced they've survived completely.
Wow. What do you put it down to? Interestingly, maybe, I don't know, I'll let the listener be the judge of that. I bumped into you a few months back when you were in the cafe at the gym having, I think, trained, and I was there with my young twins. We were about to go for a swimming lesson, and you looked like you've been putting the hours in.
Yeah, I mean, something like this, you can't put it down to one thing. I believe it's mentality over anything else. I mean, this has been 2 years building up. I've lost my mum, I've lost family members, I've lost friends. Everything like that builds up over time to give you that extra bit of strength to fight for. The dedication of my coach from Map Strength, who's just been phenomenal, giving me all the advice and pushing me harder in training, so that sort of when I go into a competition, right now I feel like I've had a weekend off where we push so much harder in training, mixed up with the recovery from body consultancy, who are massively increasing my recovery. So it's not just one single thing, it's just a combination of everything together coming together on the weekend. Well, it's Team Panda at the end of the day.
There you go, Team Panda. How does the body feel after a weekend like what you've just put yourself through?
I feel good. I feel absolutely brilliant. My social battery has been hit so hard, but I feel like I've had a weekend off.
What do you mean? Your social battery? What do you mean by that?
So it's a very social event where we're at this big expedition center.
I see. Okay.
There's no area we can get away from people. So I've been around people from probably 8 o'clock Saturday morning to about 7 o'clock last night.
So the hardest thing about the World's Strongest Man competition has been the small talk you have to make. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably hear it in my voice. I've got quite a deep voice where it's sore from talking too much. And just not having the time to decompress is one of the hardest parts.
And what happens next then? I mean, you look around, there are no more mountains to conquer, or what?
I'm a firm believer of, if there are no mountains, you create your own. So me and my coach are going to sit down. I'm having this week off. I'm under strict orders to eat a lot of takeout and play a lot of Xbox from my coach. So we're going to have a chat next week about what mountains to do next year. We're looking at more world records than ever, coming back and defending my title and making it easier than ever. So we are creating more mountains to climb.
Okay, build your own mountains. I like it. Well, look, appreciate you coming on this morning, and a massive hat off to you. It's a great thing to have the world's strongest disabled man in our part of the world. That is Pool's Matt Panda Smythe, winning that big event at the Birmingham NEC over the weekend. Right, we got a